Yes, I am so over this conversation. I just had to make a video about it. Just calling it now, the comments is gonna be a bloodbath. If it isn't now, just come back in 2 weeks. Hello, wonderful and beautiful people of the internet. For those of you who don't know or are new here, hi, I'm TVC, a cartoon YouTuber who doesn't fear getting political or controversial from time to time. I swear I should just have a playlist titled Controversies and call it a day. If you appreciate this type of thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel where I promise to surprise you every other week. Now on to the big boys. Why in the ever-loving hell would I choose to talk about such a toxic topic? Because it's exactly because of its toxicity that I follow it. I love chaos, you guys. You already know this. Now, this topic particularly stood out to me after the YouTube HQ shooting, and when I noticed that the liberals on Twitter weren't having a field day but kind of brushed the whole thing under the rug. Some say it's cause no deaths were caused, others say that it didn't fit their narrative, so it was shrugged off. Like, if you weren't online and perhaps missed watching the news that day, you wouldn't even know a shooting occurred. I know a lot of people who still don't know about it. But hey, as a YouTuber, I'm sort of required to know. But anyway, my main concern here are the arguments both sides present, which are, for the most part, relatively solid. Now, a couple disclaimers before we go into the video any further. 1. I am not an American, so at the end of the day, none of this shit affects me and my overall opinion on this subject doesn't matter. 2. I'm making this video because I genuinely wanted to know what my audience thinks, because I have a largely more mature audience than most other cartoon review channels. Lucky, I know. And 3rd and finally, our media around the rest of the world is so heavily focused on American culture and news that one might as well just be an American, because this debate is all I see everywhere and I'm sick and tired of it, and I just want to put it to rest and move on with my life. We all good? We all good. Now, let's begin. This topic is beyond touchy, no matter what side you're on, because the number one thing, well, first of all, we need to understand that there's different levels. It's not just liberals against conservatives. There's far left, far right, there's middle left, middle right, and then there's middle. So that's like 5 people. So you have some people on the left who are like, get rid of all the guns, be like UK, let's not have any access to it. You have people on the middle right who are, let's have strict gun control laws, let's make sure that people, the circulation of guns isn't as widespread or as much, or it just shouldn't be easily accessed. And on the far right, we have people who are like, my Second Amendment right, do not touch my guns. We have people on the middle right who are, mental health patients are the issue, we need better background checks, but don't take away the rights of the innocent, because some people also argue that, well, the mentally ill still have rights, and I'm like, okay then. And the people in the middle are just, we need a balance. Now, that's what I have understood from this whole argument and debate. That's how I perceive it, and if that is wrong, please let me know in the comments, explain it to me, but that's how my brain kind of like categorized everything. So, the main issue here for people who are pro-gun is that, I was gonna say that goddamn Second Amendment right, but I forgot how Americans love their rights, especially that one of free speech. I had another video where I called it out, and ugh, the comment section for that one wasn't pretty, and I know this one won't be pretty either. But a lot of people are saying that, okay, these rights were put in a time like the 1700s or something, I can't remember, and it can't apply to now, and those rights were put in place to protect civilians from a dictatorship so they can defend themselves. So it's not in a time now when we have police and the government doesn't seem like they want to suppress their citizens, at least I don't know if they want to. So that's the general argument against that structure of belief. So they tell them that things need to change and we just can't allow guns to continue circulating. And for the people on the far left who say let's get rid of all guns, it can't work, because the other argument I hear is that, well, if you get rid of all guns, there will be guns that are illegally purchased, and the normal citizen won't be able to protect themselves. I remember I read in a comment section, I think it was on YouTube, somebody talking about a documentary they watched, and people in prison saying that they are all eager for them to pass this gun control whatever, because they know where they get their guns. It's illegal. And yeah, Americans can get rid of all the legal guns, but they cannot get rid of all the illegal ones because it's illegal, and it will be more harder to control that, and crime will be widespread as they predict. But there's also little holes in that one, because I don't know, yeah, there might be little petty crimes of people robbing people at gunpoint, and Americans argue that the reason why people don't go into people's houses and rob them at gunpoint, or like I said, taking someone's bag at gunpoint, is because they don't know if that person has a gun. So it's the very idea that they could protect them. So you can't take away all guns. And people bring up Australia, people bring up UK, people bring up Canada, and I'm like, yeah, that's all good, but people in UK still find other ways to harm other people. They use knives, they use potions, and strict gun control doesn't stop someone from getting a gun. That's just a fact. Wait a minute, does my country even have gun control? Is it illegal to get a gun in blank? Huh, would have thought. Well, now those are the main two arguments. Now when we go a little bit towards the middle with people who are more understanding, you have the people who are like, okay, strict gun control, background checks, stop the selling of AR-15s that are used to mass kill, stop the, I think, is it called bump stocks or something? Yeah, that it helps shoot rapidly, whatever. So for that argument, the people who are for it say that will regulate, that will help. But then again, yeah, you got to bring up the YouTube shooting of, okay, she wasn't using an AR-15, she got her gun legally, she was sane, the gun in her possession was a handgun, and it was a gun-free zone in California, which was like one of the places with the strictest gun control laws in America. So that's also a dud. You have the people on the other side who are mental health checks, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that could work, because a lot of these people who have a gun, who go and shoot up places, have issues one way or another. But at the same time, you can't know who is crazy or not, because like with the Las Vegas shooting and this YouTube one, they didn't seem crazy. Nothing was out of the ordinary, and it's not like, okay, a gun owner has to come in every month or so to get a mental check, because sometimes people just snap, people just lose their minds, and that cannot be something that can be forewarned, forethought, like predicted. And on the opposing end, on the middle, where they just like, we need change, we need a balance, and it's like, this situation is so effed up that nothing is a proper solution, because at the end of the day, it's either you take everything away or you leave everything the way it is and just have more control, or just don't have gun-free zones, or when Trump said arm the teachers, and I was like, well, it's not that bad of an idea, because anything is better than what it is now. But the American public, I think if the Second Amendment right was changed, I'm sorry, don't kill me, if it was changed or a little bit modified, things could be different. Oh my god, I'm just speaking out of my ass at this point, because I don't want to offend anyone. I know there's some people who die hard want their guns, and there's some people who die hard do not want it and want it to go away, and I get that. I understand how both of you feel. It's on one side, it's our rights, on the other side, we want to live, we want to have a safe place to live. I don't like the idea of a gun being in circulation anymore, and both sides feel like they're being cheated, both sides feel like they're being attacked, and there's just no proper solution to this. And that's why I just put out everything in this video. I've told the left what the right things, I've told the right what the left things, I've shot holes in the right plan, I've shot holes in the left plan. So go down into the comments and let's just start afresh. Tell me what I've said wrong, what I've said right. Please, please, please be civil. Just be civil. It doesn't kill you to be nice and not throw insults. It's not cool to be an asshole. I'm just saying. I already know what to expect from me, but just don't be mean to someone else. Please, I am begging you. With that being said, I don't think there's any more on this topic I can actually say. Like I said, this is just, let's get political. Talk in the comments. Let's have a debate. Let's have an argument. Let's just understand each other. That's just what I want. I want an understanding between you. I don't want any more fighting. I don't want it. I want each other because it's like the liberals don't listen to the conservatives and the conservatives don't listen to the liberals, and it's like, how do you expect to have an understanding if you won't even listen to anyone? That is why I felt I was the best candidate for this, because I have no claim in this thing. Like I said, I'm not an American. This doesn't affect me. I don't care which side wins or loses. It doesn't affect my life or my living or my livelihood. I know some people who just no longer even watch the news or anything because it's like, it's all American, and what will this thing in their country affect me? It won't pay my bills, it won't get me fed, it won't like get me a job, or you know. So I just wanted to just be that middle ground so you will feel safe to talk, because a lot of people don't feel safe anymore on YouTube, because yeah, let's be honest, YouTube is kind of killing all the conservative channels here. And if I were to pick a side, I would probably say I'm more conservative, because where I come from, it's really conservative. But that doesn't mean the liberals shouldn't be allowed to speak as well. So please go down knowing that I haven't picked a side. I am not pro anything, I'm not against anything. Yes, I have my opinion on the subject, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna say what it is. So let me know. Let's have a wonderful, peaceful, beautiful conversation that I just know is not gonna happen. And I pray for all the souls of those people down there. You are a trooper, you are a soldier. Don't let those words affect you. You are strong. But I'm gonna end this video here. I've been rambling for too long, and I hope this video even makes sense at the end of the day. But anyway, thanks everybody so much for clicking to watch. Yeah, I don't want to do my normal outro. With that being said, my lovely viruses, this is TVC signing out.